Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on last year's national champion, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll go to the ground. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football. And, Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure with every win. That makes the next game that much bigger. And they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Makes the catch. It's Harris. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll try the run. Hard running there. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today. Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys are looking at the quarter.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first down. Touchdown, Oregon! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. defense bow down to Washington. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
The give out of the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Ducks!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Baylor proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Bears team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for goal position.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Harris. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Extending the play. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with his defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
And his throw is incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, deep ball. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Let's go. They'll leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Gonna run it. It's Washington. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harris. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Good enough for a first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Washington. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game one, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gonna let it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too.
There he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it. Got the first down and more. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Oregon! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Arkansas is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Hogs have gotten up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Auburn. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. He's got the tight end. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. And the timing just a hair off.
Is incomplete. It's second down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking for room. It's Malone.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. He was showing off those wide receiver skills out of the backfield, making that diving grab.
And if you're going to be a running back nowadays, you're going to the wide receiver drills during practice. Like, you have to be a weapon that we can use all over the field. And you see why. He's got mitts. He looks like a wide receiver.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. From the gun, wants to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. The sweet feet buy a little time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it! And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires it out of the air. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, fine. I I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down. In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Third downs are a huge determining factor in winning and losing games, and what a great play by the defense that time. Going up against one of the best third down offenses in the entire country. Great job breaking on the ball and helping force the incompletion.
And he had just enough to will that one home. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Off play action on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Catch in the middle, it's Wade. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gonna run it. It's Davison. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Snagged out of the air. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the 1st down.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Here we go. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, it's Washington. Finds some fresh air. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they can't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go, Zach.
From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Runs through the tackle. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Military stunts.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll run this play from the pistol. Smith takes the handoff. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that 1st down marker. It'll be 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. The official says no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The short hands, it's Harris. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. They got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The short hands, it's Harris. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
The Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Tight end now in motion. On the ground, it's Riggs. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. The give as they work on that clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running back searching for a hole. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down, using his legs to buy some time. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Here's the give off the left side. And they pick up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 2nd down coming up.
Ball moving. Come on, set.
On the run, it's Washington. Crosses the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football. And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's a throw downfield late. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
From the gun on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with